Welcome to another Crochet Saturday, and we are talking today about DillyDally by knitpicks/we crochet. And DillyDally is a brand new yarn that they've recently put out, I think just a couple of months ago. So I was really excited to give this yarn a try because, if many of you know, I have really gotten onto this kind of linen love affair, so to speak. And this has hemp in it, which has very similar properties to linen. So let's talk a little bit more about this. It's DillyDally. It is a DK weight yarn. This is in the colorway Emerald, and let me make sure you can see that. It is 109 yards on 50 grams. You can see it comes up as a regular, kind of a smaller size skein, so not one of your big chunky skeins. And it is listed as a hand wash, but when you look at the instructions online, it says that you can machine wash it, but just expect about a 10% shrinkage if you do. So that is very good to know. Now this has 70% Pima Cotton, which Pima Cotton is actually one of the softest, if not the softest cotton there is. And then it gives you 20% bamboo and the 10% hemp. All right. Now let's go ahead and jump in, see if we can't find the center pole, whether or not they were nice to us. Okay, that's the outside, but I want the center. Yeah, we're going to come out with yarn barf, I think. Yes, a rather large barf. That's always good to know. I mean, you know, it would be ideal if we could get a center pole on every skein. I'd be totally down for that. And I understand that's just probably never going to happen. All right, let's find the end here. There we go. Now I am using a 5mm hook on this. It does list anywhere from a 7 to an I hook, and for those in the know, they know that a 7 is equivalent to a 4.5mm. The H is a 5 and the I is a 5.5. So I like to go right in the middle. Now, I do want to say that on first touch, this is a pretty soft yarn. It's got a nice feel to it. It's not like overly, you know, like the softest thing in the world, but for a cotton bamboo, it definitely kind of has a really nice overall feel. Now the colorway on it, the Emerald, I have a little bit of a hard time calling this Emerald because it's not really, it doesn't give me jewel tone vibes. It doesn't have that sort of luster that you would expect from a jewel tone vibe. That, you know, but that's okay. I mean, most of the greens, when I get greens, I buy green yarn so that I can test it, but also because I like to make houseplants, and you can never have too many different greens because they always make great variation color houseplants. So I RV, and it's a little bit much to take a houseplant with you in the RV because then it falls over and you have dirt everywhere and you have to make sure that you're watering it and the temperature's good. And most of the time they're a little bit too big for the RV. You just want something that's small. So crocheted houseplants work perfect. And I gotta tell you, crocheted houseplants make great stocking stuffer gifts or office, you know, elephant, what's that called? White elephant gift exchanges and those kind of things. So houseplants are always a really, really good option. And they're a lot of fun too. Did I chain one? I'm getting distracted talking to you. I don't think I did, but that's okay. We'll just work with it. This has amazing stitch definition so far. Like, you can see every little bump and nubby in this. There is absolutely no concern about clarity on the stitch definition. And honestly, as I'm working it up, the green is starting to kind of grow on me a little bit, like a plant. I'm liking it better worked up, I think, than I did just kind of in the skein when I got it. I always struggle with these the last little guys here. So we'll do a couple rows of this. Let me put on your mood music while we speed things up for you, and I will be right back. Okay, so here is our single crochet, and you can see the amazing stitch definition. Now, I do see just a very, very minor halo on this. I mean, it's barely noticeable, but it's definitely there. So that's definitely something to consider. It is a very clean stitch, but there is definitely a little tiny, tiny bit of a halo on there. All right, so let's set this over here and we will work on our double crochet. So as I continue to work on the double crochet, I did want to mention that the DillyDally comes in 16 colors, and while that's not like a huge variety, because it is a new yarn, I bet you if it takes off, it will, they'll make more colors for it. So far, I am really liking this yarn. I gotta say, it is working up really beautifully. It has a nice texture to it overall. It feels amazingly, it's just the right amount of soft. Like, what I mean by that is it doesn't feel so soft that you feel like you have to be really gentle when you wear it all the time. It doesn't feel like a luxury garment, but it is the nice kind of soft of a good, much loved t-shirt. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting with this. Now, it is not splitting at all. Again, as we've talked about a couple of times on the Swatch Saturdays, sometimes the splitting may have to do with whether you're left or right-handed, so keep that in mind, but I don't have any reason to believe that this would split on you like a lot of the bamboo yarns would. Whoops. This has just enough drape. I mean, this is kind of giving me Goldilocks feelings as far as like, it's not too this and it's not too that. It's not this and it's not that. It's just right. So on all of the boxes that you might want to check, this is giving me the just right kind of vibe. Now, if you plan on making a garment with this, you may want to consider sizing up due to the possibility of shrinkage if you're not going to hand wash it. And for me, I mean, I love having things that I don't have to worry about hand washing. I don't mind line drying. I kind of have a rack that I can just throw things over and line dry them, but I am not a big fan of hand washing things. Okay, here we go. So here is our first test. We're going to frog this and see how she frogs, but I have no reason to think that this is going to be an issue. Oh yeah. Easy as pie. Okay, so that is the double crochet. And you can see it actually has, like I said, it's just enough drape. It's not too stiff, but it's not too, now obviously the single crochet is going to be a little bit stiffer, but either way, it's not, it's just right. It's just right. I am definitely loving this yarn. Now, one thing to mention, just kind of as an additional side, is this yarn is made in Peru. Therefore, the tariffs on it are not going to be as high as they are on some of the other yarns. And I just wanted to add, as I'm cleaning up, I don't know if I can zoom in and show you, but there is definitely some fine filaments there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. I don't think you can quite see them, but there are some teeny tiny little green filaments here and there. And so that's definitely something to keep in mind, is that this is going to shed just a tiny bit on you. Not major, but just something to keep in mind. So let me know what you think. Have you tried the DillyDally? Is that something that you're looking forward to trying? I think I have to give this 2 thumbs up. It's a winner in my book, and even though it is definitely on the higher price point, it is regular price $7.99 for this skein. I think it is definitely, if you want a nice, wearable, everyday kind of garment, this is going to be a great win for you. Thanks so much. Hey Farrah, frog us out of here.